I've started reading poetry lately, specifically the poems of Billy Collins, who until a few months ago, I'd never heard of. Such has been my lifelong reluctance to pick poetry as the next thing to read. What I like about the poems of Billy Collins is captured in the words that people use to describe them. Plainness, straightforward, simple, everyday, humdrum, ordinary. His poetry draws attention to the commonplace events of our lives and suggests to me that by appreciating those simple things, we can find meaning and comfort. So think about it. So often it is the case that we can have a memorable experience or a perfect moment while doing something ordinary, like riding bikes. On a recent afternoon, I was thinking these thoughts about poetry when I got a text message from Nico, a skimboarder, asking me if I wanted to come to the beach to photograph him and his dad, Peter, who was a kiteboarder. It didn't take long for me to decide to grab my camera and go. Peter was already finished kiteboarding when I got there, but Nico was still skimboarding. The tide was out, the late afternoon air was cool, and the beach was mostly empty. I photographed Nico skimboarding for about half an hour before he and his dad left, but I stayed after they were gone to photograph seagulls and terns that were diving into the water. The beach roses were in full bloom, and there were fiddler crabs scampering across the sand. I was just taking all of this in and thinking how Collins is right to make the things of everyday life into the stuff of poetry, and how seagulls and the beach roses and the fiddler crabs are so easy to ignore, and how taking the time to notice them is the stuff of living. It was the end of an ordinary day at the beach, like so many I've had before. And it was perfect.